Revenge films.
I have a little sister 6 years older than me. She's very hardworking and intelligent. Unlike me, who didn't do any schoolwork and hang out with my friends, she would finish homework and study for the next day. She had a very strong sense of justice, and she became the first girl to become the class president. She was so smart, she went to Harvard University after high school. As for me, well, I barely made it out of high school, and studying wasn't my thing. It was faster for me to count from last place. My sister was calm and collected, while I saw very athletic and the sports type because I played a lot. But my sister always treated me like her treasure. When I had difficulty moving up to high school, my sister taught me everything as my tutor. And so, I was able to go to high school. In high school, I entered the tennis club. Even though my sister was very busy in college, she would come watch every game I was in. I couldn't compete with her in academics, but I wanted to be great at something like her. So, I tried my best in tennis. Moreover, I didn't want to be a disappointment to my sister. Because of my training, I was slowly able to win in some competitions. When it came time for exams, my sister would help me study, even though she was busy. Because of her, I was able to barely pass exams. Everything seemed like it was going smoothly, but this didn't last very long. One day, while I was changing, I noticed that my shoelaces were cut right in the middle. I knew that it was done by someone on purpose using what looked like scissors. It wasn't just this one time either. It happened constantly. My racket would be ripped, the racket case would be filled with dirt, and I had my things stolen. One day, I figured out who the culprit was. It was the upperclassmen in my tennis club. That day when I went to rest in the lockers, I saw my upperclassmen A and B pouring milk into my tennis bag. What are you doing? I took my bag back quickly, but everything in the bag from my clothes to my textbooks were covered in milk. The reason they did that was because I got better scores than them. Did you learn your lesson? Just because you're slightly better doesn't mean you can have that attitude. As they said that, they beat me with my racket. It hurt very much, but I was more in shock. I went home and didn't tell anyone what happened. I couldn't say that I was being bullied in school because I was embarrassed. I went straight to my room without eating dinner, got into bed and cried silently. I noticed my sister come into my room. What happened at school? You're crying, right? She knew from the get-go. I don't want to talk about it. Then my sister ripped the blanket off of me and told me in anger. Just tell me. I've never seen my sister's face so serious and angry. I told everything that happened until now. And her face was very red from all the anger. That day, she was on my computer calling people all night long. The next day, I wore my athletic clothes and went to the principal's office with her. There, the headmaster, principal, coach, and teacher were there. My upperclassmen A and B were standing there as well. My sister showed everyone there my ankle. Do you see these bruises? She can't put that on herself, right? It's evidence they did this to you, right? Yes. This is clear evidence of assault. We did no such thing. Fine. If you keep lying, you'll make the punishment much worse. Oh well. How about this? She brought out my tennis bag with all my equipment in it. And everyone gasped at the smell. The shoelace and racket gut were all cut. The bag itself is covered in mud. And the clothes and textbooks that were inside the bag stench of milk. Do you think someone would do this to themselves? This is clearly damage of property.
Wait a minute. There may be some things that were done purposefully, but we cannot claim all of it is.
The headmaster's right. I heard she's bad at academics.
She may have done these on purpose to get away with the exams.
What? Is that really what a teacher would say? If you're gonna say that, please check the bag and rackets to see if you can find any fingerprints of the upperclassmen on there.
Well, if the equipment was in the locker room, anyone could have touched it. And it wouldn't be a surprise if their fingerprints were on it.
You're still in doubt, huh? Then, I'll show you one last evidence. As she said so, she pointed at the upperclassman's bag. That keychain right there. I had made that teddy bear as a birthday gift for my sister. As evidence, there is an amulet from Scat Temple in the bear. You can check inside the bear if you'd like. They stole that from you, right? Yes. The reason you're quiet is because what I said was true, right? I said, do you confess to your crimes? Yes, we did it! We're so sorry!
Not now. It's their last summer here. How about we finish it there?
Last summer? Who cares? Are you, a teacher, going to let crime go by without punishment? I'm going to file for a complaint. They're not going to be in another tournament.
They're still underage. We can't do anything that will impact their future.
Okay, if that is the stance that the school will take in regards to bullying, I'll have to sue the school. I recorded everything you said today. I have their confessions and your attitude in protecting the bullies all recorded. This will be very powerful in court. I know what you want. You don't want this to be made public, right? The adults in the room had nothing else to say. Then, upperclassman A started to cry. Why are you crying? The one who wants to cry is my sister who you bullied. Are you sad because it all came back to you? Do you want to cry? Apologize to my sister. Swear you will never hurt anyone else. I'm sorry. I won't do this again. My request is for them to be kicked out of the club and to secure my sister's school life. And to investigate around the school. I'm sure they've done things much worse to other kids. You understand?
Yes, we promise.
To be honest, my sister was quite scary here. Everyone thought that she would seriously bring this to court, and that she would leak this to the press. And just as she suspected, the two were bullying other kids as well. And this became a much bigger problem because of what they were doing. Rumors spread about what happened, and the two were expelled from school. My sister then became a lawyer. As for me, I became the regional champion, with my sister cheering me in the crowd with tears of joy. She may have a bit of a sister complex, but she is always willing to put in the effort to solve problems, and is able to help anyone around her. That's why she's the best.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.